So I'm going to categorize those numbers you've worked out their decimal expansion for, and I've got 4 different categories. So let's start with the first one, which was a third. Now a third becomes 0.3 recurring, where those 3's go on forever and ever, and we call that a recurring decimal. The next one, root 2, also has a decimal expansion, goes on, but there's no pattern to it, and we call that a non-reoccurring, non-terminating decimal. The next one was the square root of 16, which is 4, a whole number. And then we got 39 over 7. Now, 39 over 7 is a recurring decimal. Let me see if I can show you. It goes 571428, and then if I change pen, 571428, and then it would keep going with that pattern. So that is recurring over and over again. So a recurring decimal. Okay, let's look at the next one. Well, that's 25 over 12, 2.08, and then the 3 reoccurs. So it takes a little bit longer to get to the recurring, but it does get there. Okay, let's look at the next one. We've got root 3, the cube root of 7, which is non-reoccurring, non-terminating, i.e. decimal expansion goes on forever but doesn't repeat, which is the same as quite a famous version of this, which is pi. That's non-reoccurring, non-terminating. Then we get to a half. Well, a half just goes 0.5 and stops. So we call that a terminating decimal. The next one we got is the cube root of 8, which is 2, so that's a whole number. Then we had 7 over 4, which was 1.75, and stops. So again, another example of a terminating decimal, a decimal expansion that doesn't go on forever. Down to the last 2, the penultimate one, 27 over 99, goes 0.272727, and obviously that 27 is going to reoccur forever and ever, so a recurring decimal. And then lastly, the square root of 16 over 9 gives us 1.333, another recurring decimal expansion, so a recurring decimal.